Okay, I'm trying to hurry up and get this recorded because it is halftime of Chiefs and Bengals game, and Chiefs up 13, Bengals at 6, AFC Championship. And I was wanting to talk about the Forza Motorsport reveals and the stuff that was spoken about last week and what I think about it. And you'll hear I've seen a lot of negativity online, as is the case with any Forza update or lack thereof, and the use of the term "built from the ground up" every possible moment. And that's literally the first thing I have written on my notes. It says "built from the ground up for new consoles." Well, that's fine and dandy, but holy shit, they beat that term to the ground so much that you might as well just pump out merchandise that says "Turn 10, built from the ground up." I bet you it would sell too, just for the memes. Um, but yeah, built from the ground up just for new consoles, and that's fine and all. But it kind of makes me wonder about what's going on with PC. And yeah, so we'll see what's going on with that. I'm going to kind of rapid fire go through this crap because a lot of people have already spoken their minds, and I got to get back to this game before the half is over. So, look, the look, the sound, and the feel is real. Of course, they didn't have any. They provided a little bit of gameplay footage. It looked like of the Corvette C8R, but other than that, there wasn't much new footage, and there was nothing in terms of physics to really prove it. That's going to be something where we won't be able to figure it out until we actually play it ourselves, I guess, unless you're a tester, a game tester. The sound, there was no sound, very little sound if there was. And but yeah, it's all supposed to feel real. 500 plus new cars, that's fine, whatever, it's great. A lot of new cars to Forza. Cars shown are not exactly new. That was a little note on the side for me because they were talking about brand new GT cars. What they showcased wasn't really new GT cars at all. It was mostly the older stuff from Forza Motorsport 6 and 7. The only new car that was showcased was the oh shit, I have it written down here, the Janetta. They believe that was a GT4 car, and then they have the C8R that I was talking about earlier. Markings on the car are more realistic. You care about that? It's more and it's more of a thing where it's going to put you into the game and make you feel like you're a part of it, you know? So if you really want to be that into the game where you can just hear the wind blow through aerodynamics and engine sounds and you can see the dirt and grime on your car, then that's great. Other than that, I don't need it, don't care. They're boasting the best sound ever in Forza Motorsport. We'll find out. I have no proof. I have no way to prove that, but I'm skeptical on that behalf. Modding the car changes the sound in many various ways, which is good because usually if you upgrade something in a Honda, it goes from uh, Sherwin-Williams paint can to Folgers coffee can, you know, in terms of sound. So I'm hoping there's some sort of descript sound change with some of these. Of course, if you threw a V8 or a V12 in a car, you'd get that engine sound, but it really didn't change beyond that. So there's that. 20 environments, 5 new to the series, including South Africa's Kialami, which, if you've played ACC, you've already been on there. I believe maybe even F1, I can't remember. But I mean, I think that track is on iRacing and other games as well. So motorsport fans who play racing games, we have already played this track, so it's nothing new to us on that regard. But for Forza, it's brand new. The environments being that low is kind of concerning. So hopefully there's not so many ribbons at these 20 environments that are just repetitive and gross. Kind of like how there's 20 things at VIR because there's so many infield ways to race these tracks, as well as reverse and all that. So we'll find out. Fully dynamic time of day with dynamic weather. That is actually pretty good. But again, that is features that have already been in previous games, so they're a little late. But it'll be good to have it in the Forza Motorsport series. And I want Chris Isaki's Forza vest. That thing is pretty sweet, and I am not a vest person. And that was just the first reveal on Wednesday. On the second reveal on Thursday, well, I think it was the Forza Now or something, Leviathan was talking with some other people within Turn 10. It was mostly Lance Choi, Chris Sasaki. And he brought up the point that every car has new damage modeling built with their new engine. So of course, he said built from the ground up several times again. And this is interesting because it'll just be interesting to see how bad the cars crunch and how if that will affect their physics and the way they drive and brake and accelerate and all that. So that'll be interesting to see. Again, I don't know if they're catering that just primarily to be incredible on the new console because I don't know. I'm hoping everything turns out well for the PC. As I am a PC user, I just hope this works out really well. New cars and modern race cars, more than ever before. He included the Porsche Mission R, the Jetta, and the Cadillac DPI, which is actually a retired car. They don't even run that anymore, but it was the I believe it was the last car to win the Daytona 24-hour last year at IMSA. We'll find out. They rebuilt the AI system, got rid of Drivatars, so thank goodness. Having a decent AI system would be exponentially better for single player overall experience. And if you just wanted to maybe throw in some bots with some buddies and race in a private lobby, hopefully there's private lobbies, you can do this and still have a decent experience. So there you go. Catching up with things that other racing games have had in the past. That was my own little note. So again, I've already brought this up where Forza Motorsport, what they're preaching here is kind of stuff that ACC has already had. Other games in the past with dynamic weather. Hell, Project Cars 2 from 4 or 5 years ago already had this stuff. So again, I'm glad Motorsport's finally going to have it. But a little late in the game for that. I really just want more gameplay. They need to have the newest race cars on here to be successful. And they really, really, really need to do a good job on gameplay and physics and everything for the online experience. It goes down to the online experience to really drive the community together. No pun on driving, but maybe it's pun intended. They need to have better wheel support. I'm pointing at my wheel here because I have a Thrustmaster TMX Pro just off camera here. And yeah, they just need to have better wheel support just for the wheel, just to get more into the sim racing aspect of it and veer away from the arcadiness that Forza Horizon series has. And last but not least, vehicle dynamics. Well, what the hell does that say? Vehicle dynamics during racing rebuilt. Endurance racing should be a lot better. As I was saying, yes, endurance racing definitely needs to be a lot better, especially with the online community, Tora and all of them doing all these endurance races. It just needs to be fine-tuned to where they're not they don't have to back out of lobbies all the time. If they was able to do driver changes and better pit stop strategies and something just better overall, it doesn't even necessarily have to be identical to iRacing or even ACC, but just something that feels authentic and real for motorsport for all of our sakes. But that is it for me. What were your thoughts on the Forza Motorsport reveal or lack thereof? Because honestly, there wasn't much to talk about. And go Chiefs, because the game just started again. So I will see you soon. Bye-bye.